All right, here we are, day one of the SEMA Show 2022. We're starting out here at the West Hall, their newest facility. They opened up last year here for the SEMA Show. So let's go ahead, run around, and see what amazing products and vehicles we have here at this year's SEMA Show. And of course, you can always expect KPMF to have some amazing cars here on display, having them already wrapped, doing wraps here during the show. In fact, James Stradman has his Aventador coupe getting wrapped here live during the event during the week, so we'll go ahead and show you that as well. Stephen Lewis has his C6 Z06 over here. Just some really amazing cars already on display. Personally, I'm really a big fan of this Taco Bell wrap we've got right here as well. You know, I've seen a lot of supercars, hypercars, and a lot of colors, but seeing an F40 in pink, that definitely has to be a first. Only things you see here at the SEMA Show. This is Aventador behind me is absolutely wild. Between the wrap that's color changing, the wide body, all the aero, the wheels, the car is just absolutely insane. So of course, SEMA is no exception to very extreme builds, and I've seen a lot of wild Volkswagens, but I have to say, this one behind me is one of the most extreme bugs I have ever seen, and it is really an incredible sight to see. Behind me I have a custom vintage four-door Plymouth that is just a really cool custom. It's slammed on the ground, and I really like the brushwork on the trim. It's not your traditional chrome or polished nickel or anything like that. It's a very unique style, very classy, and it's just a really great car overall. So a highlight for me already here at this 2022 SEMA Show is seeing the Apollo IE. Now this one is owned by Hyper NFT and is on display here at the Ceramic Pro booth. This car, videos and pictures do not do it justice. The car is absolutely insane. It's one of the most wild designed hypercars I have ever seen in my life. Now just because you can doesn't mean you should. This Jeep behind me, we're definitely going to categorize in the WTF category with these lowrider wheels. But it did its job. It got my attention to film it and share it with all of you. And as usual, the guys from World are up, never disappoint. The truck that they've got here on display, definitely top notch, and they've got incredible details. The more you look at it, the more you see. And the details are just really incredible. And from the boots and the doors to the skeleton for the hood ornament, it just doesn't stop. The longer you look, the more intricate the design gets, and it's just really, really cool. It's the type of stuff that you can expect here at the annual SEMA Show. So behind me is the area they've got the cars for the Battle of the Builders, and this one in particular is just absolutely exquisite. And I know it's early in the week, but I'm going to say this is probably one of my favorite vehicles of the show. Craftsmanship is just second to none. The attention to detail, the little touches of it are just absolutely unreal. And it's got an actual vintage Cadillac engine in it instead of having an LS swap or whatever your common engine swaps are. And the more you look at this car, the more you see, and there's no doubt that this belongs here in the Battle of the Builders, and I actually wouldn't be surprised if this car takes home the prize because it is such an exquisite build. Now we're definitely seeing increased attendance here at the 2022 SEMA Show. Unlike last year, which was still right in the middle of the pandemic, people are definitely coming back now. We're getting the attendance back up, as you can see behind me and all around. We have a lot of people here at the event. We're also seeing an increase of the number of companies, manufacturers, suppliers that are all here again on display. Great to see the return coming back. We're still not at, I would say, pre-pandemic levels, but we're getting back up there, which is really nice to see for the automotive community and this entire market segment. So let's continue going around and showing you all these amazing builds that are going on here at the SEMA Show. All right, so this is how you resto mod your classic muscle cars. And this is kind of the idea, which the direction I'm trying to take my Challenger. Now granted, this is a 70 Chevelle, but this has got a LS motor that is the 454 LSX base, but it's got one of those low car style dress up kits to make it look like the vintage 454 that would have been appropriate for a 1970 Chevelle. And of course, got some nice updated touches on the interior, leather seats, more comfortable buckets. You've still got a manual transmission. It looks fairly stock. You got a stock style steering wheel. The instrument cluster has been updated with the RTX Dakota digital gauges, like I've already done on my Challenger as well. And they've got a plus sized Magnum style rally type wheel on this as well. So it just the nice combination of the old school feel and look, but with the modern touches to make it a more comfortable and enjoyable ride to have. You know, over the years I've seen a lot of custom General Lees, but I've never seen one with twin turbos sticking out of the hood. And this type of stuff you're going to continue to see here with me all week long at the SEMA Show. Well, as to be expected, the Central Hall is crazy packed with people, so it makes it a little difficult to film today. But the good news is, since I have my media credentials this year, I can get in earlier than the show actually opens. So tomorrow's video, what I can't get today here in the Central Hall, we'll get coverage for you tomorrow, so you're going to want to stick around and see tomorrow's video as well to get the additional coverage without all the craziness going on. So let's go ahead, continue running around here and see what we can actually get for you today, and then we'll continue again tomorrow and the next day. This hot rod truck behind me is another perfect example of builders paying attention to all of the details. And the way the rear suspension is showing through the bed of the truck, the interior with the steering wheel, the simple gauges in the dash, and then of course what's really cool, if you have to pay attention to, the headlights, while they are headlights, they're not just headlights. It also is a housing to cover the turbos. If you notice, the exhaust pipe is running out the back of the headlight assemblies. Great truck, love this build. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a wrap here on the first day of the SEMA Show, but we are just getting started. We're gonna go ahead, I will be back here bright and early tomorrow morning to go ahead and continue filming, get you more coverage, because there's still a ton of stuff to see. I don't know if you can see behind me, but ways back there, we've got the Dodge booth, they've got the special final edition Chargers and Challengers that they've announced so far on display, as well as another version of the electric Charger concept car and some other stuff that we'll be showing you in tomorrow's video. So that's gonna be a wrap today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tour of SEMA for day one. And of course, if you haven't already, you're gonna wanna go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that way YouTube will let you know when I keep posting these videos from this week's SEMA Show.